let's check out first the clipper. Okay, so this is a pretty how can I put it? It's a very musical clipper. It's not like a transparent clipper. It's a plugin with a clipper with a lot of coloration, a lot of saturation, but very round saturation, right? The peaks, the transients, they are not like completely chopped, completely clipped. They are like sort of round, and it adds a very nice saturation that you're gonna hear in a moment. And it has two modes here: RMS, which is like the average. It analyzes the average, and you can also clip actually the RMS, and also you can clip, of course, the peaks, right? And you have a visual representation of the signal here. And yeah, so for instance, let's start here. You have the input, this is the gain, okay, and then the RMS, which you can turn off. The RMS will be represented here, the gain reduction RMS. You're gonna see here the gain reduction if you are decreasing the headroom, okay? And so yeah, it's 0 here by default, okay? And also you have analog color, pretty cool. The more you increase this, you have more color, of course. And also you have this low frequency, these filters that we have, also we have them on peak mode. The low frequency and high frequency is like the bandwidth that you are clipping, right? So for instance, if you increase this to 105 and decrease this, so from 105 hertz to 2005, that's the area, that's the bandwidth that you are clipping. Sometimes it's pretty cool to, if you want to leave out the low end or the high end out of the clipper, right? With these filters, you can do that. So the clipper would not look from this frequency and below, and from this frequency and above, right? The clipper will not react to the content that's there. All right, so yeah, that's that. And you can turn off the filters as well, or turn them on. And the peak section, we have here the ceiling. So the more we decrease this, also we're gonna see in the visual representation of the waveforms, we're gonna see here where the clipper is clipping, no pun intended, the peaks, right? The signal. And you have a soft knee here, and the more you increase this, the more saturation also introduces, right? And you have also the low frequency and high frequency filters if you want to clip a specific portion of the frequency range. Okay, you can also actually audition. If you click audition, you're gonna hear only what the clipper is doing on that specific frequency range. Okay, you have a dry wet functionality from 0 to 100%, an output gain as well, and yeah, you have also different types of windows here that you can add. For instance, we have here a headroom level, a high pass, phase invert, right? And you can hide this. You can also make the smaller without the input, and here you have the output. Okay, so yeah, I prefer this view. Of course, you can resize this plugin to taste. So let's check out these drums first. So we see the visual representation of the waveform. Let's start to clip the peaks. We see the gain reduction here in orange, and here as well. Listen to that cool saturation on the kick drum and snare. So if we want to tame the peaks, okay. And if we want to get rid of the low end being clipped, let's use this. Okay, that's the signal being clipped, the audition control. Okay, let's add some saturation with the knee. Before, fully clean. A very smooth saturation. Now let's turn off the peak clipping and let's turn on the, let's use the RMS. If we lower here, right, we are reducing or clipping the average loudness here. So there it is, and let's decrease it again. The dynamic range is being reduced, right? But the average, and with this, the peaks. So we have clipping in both ways. Let's add some color here. Let's leave out some low frequencies. Before. Very, very musical, very smooth clipping. Also, I want to show you the example here on some synths. Okay, it adds a nice saturation. So this plugin can not only be used as a clipper, but also as a saturator, as a color coloration plugin. Okay, let's lower the ceiling. Listen to that cool distortion. Nice on synths. It was distorted before, but now it has this other cool distortion by the plugin, and before, cool. We can not clip lower frequencies, or if we want to clip them, it's alright. Let's turn this on. Before, after. This is the gain difference, right? So we can pretty much level match with the output till it's at 0 here. A bit more stable. Before, after. Let's reduce the headroom here. Tons of coloration, cool. Awesome. Let's check out the other plugin in this bundle. This is a Widener plugin, also one of the best Widener plugins I have tested. Fully mono compatible. It doesn't matter how extreme you get with this Widener. It's always mono compatible, meaning that it will not create like phase issues, and you're not gonna have a weak mid image of your mix or of the sound. Yeah, very cool. It has 5 modes of widening, the classic, right? And here is the amount of widening in percentage, the size also of the widening, and also you can leave out some low frequencies or high frequencies with this, right? In case that you want to have the low end focused in the center, not spread with the plugin, right? You can do it with this, or you have also a universal here mono bass, which is that exactly. You, for instance, from 100 hertz and below, you are not gonna spread, you're not gonna widen that part of the frequency spectrum, right? So you are leaving out of the processing of the plugin with 100%. And yeah, also you have the next mode here. It's frequency spread. You can flip the sides, the left to the right, and vice versa. Low frequency and high frequency filters. This will give you a bit of different result of the widening. We're gonna check that in a moment, of course. Rotation, right? Flip sides or emphasis here, where you're gonna emphasize the stereo spread. Okay, and ambience. This is like a bit of reverb. It adds nice like depth to the widening, right? Yeah, and finally reflections, right? Pretty cool. Also, like some echoes or something are happening, and some delays, but not like a delay plugin or something. It's more like widening, but with a bit of delay and depth as well. It's another kind of depth than the ambience. You're gonna hit that in a moment so that you can understand me better. And here, of course, you have the visual representation of the signal being spread. And if this, you're gonna see here that it doesn't matter almost how extreme you get with this plugin, you're gonna have always the correlation in positive, which is a good thing. If it's negative, you are having phase issues, but with this plugin, it's always positive, the correlation, right? And so yeah, let's start here with the classic mode on vocals first.
Hey, pain.
Let's start here.
Pain remains running
Before.
through my veins. Fireworks inside my brain. Feels like I'm going insane. Pain remains every single day.
Okay, we can compensate a bit.
Pain remains.
This is very useful, right? The gain difference.
Pain remains.
If it's at 0, it's balanced, the input and output.
Remains running through my veins. Fireworks inside my brain,
right?
Feels
Spread
like
vocals.
I'm going insane. Pain
and we can prove that we don't have phase issues, not only with the correlation, but also collapsing the mix to mono.
Pain remains.
We don't have any
through my veins.
Like coercing effect, any
inside my brain.
Filtering.
Feels like I'm going insane. Pain remains.
It's
every
the same.
Single day. Pain remains running through my veins.
It's the same, and we have the vocal very wide.
Pain
the stereo image
running through my veins.
So we're still not losing the center of the mix, which is very important.
Pain
or in this case the vocals.
Running through my veins.
Let's mono.
Fireworks
we don't want
inside
to.
My brain feels like I'm going insane.
Right, we are not widening these from 267 hertz and below.
Pain remains running through my veins.
Only like the lower mids, highs. Okay, So let's also use the other mode here, frequency spread.
Pain remains running through my
Before,
veins.
after.
Fireworks inside my brain. Feels like I'm
flip
going
sides.
insane. Pain remains
Off, on,
every single day.
rotation.
Pain remains running through my veins. Fireworks inside my brain.
Okay, a bit
Feels
subtle.
like I'm going insane.
The ambience, let's check it out. This is a bit more intense.
Pain remains running through my veins.
It's like a
Fireworks inside my brain. Feels like I'm going insane. Pain remains every single day.
But let's also collapse it in the mono.
Remains running through my veins. Fireworks inside my brain. Feels like I'm going insane. Pain remains
Right, pretty cool depth.
every single day. Pain remains running through my veins.
We don't have any crazy effect when we collapse the mix to mono, any phase issues, very impressive. Let's finally check out the reflections.
Pain remains running through my veins. Fireworks inside
Before.
my brain. Feels like I'm going
let's
insane.
increase this.
Pain remains every single day.
A bit of delay between the left and right.
Pain remains running through my veins.
Yeah, it's
Pain
super cool.
remains
It seems that we have doubles, right? Left and right. It seems a bit of a haze effect, but without the phase issues. But because the haze effect, if we exaggerate it, we have phase issues very easily.
Pain
And with this plugin, we don't.
Running through my veins. Fireworks inside my brain. Feels like I'm going insane. Pain remains.
Loved this.
Pain remains.
And up to 300 here. The width.
Pain remains.
Wow.
Running through my veins. Fireworks inside my brain. Feels like I'm going insane. Pain remains every single day.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Let's finally test it on drums. Okay, so off, on, let's mono the bass, low end, before, flip sides, with the frequency spread, rotation, ambience, right? We are not stereoizing the low end. Reflections. Bit of a delay and haze effect, seems like it. And it's always positive, the correlation. And yeah, fully mono compatible, very impressive. This promotion, if you buy one, you're gonna get the other for free. It doesn't matter which one you pick to buy, all right? And let's remember that if you buy anything here at Plugin Boutique, you're gonna get a freebie also in any purchase.